Hello, and welcome to another episode of The Binding of Isaac Afterbirth Plus with Darker Schneider. So last time we did a challenge. I missed uploading yesterday. It was 2 o'clock in the morning by the time I finished everything I needed to do. So we beat Pong last time. It was pretty fun. Today, let's try for an Apollyon Dark Room. I don't know what I got, but I think it was damage. The tears appear slightly larger. Maybe it's APOLLYON. It could be Void itself. There was also an update last night, so maybe that changed something that's causing the lag. I haven't played it off camera. I'm saving all my runs for the series, so that if I unlock anything, I can share it, which is the whole point of starting this series, is to share the journey. So if I play off camera, then I'm not sharing the journey. But maybe the update's working itself through somehow, because it was recording fine before. So he's going through the first floor again. Take Judas's tongue, mostly because there's no reason not to take it when I return it. And if the smelter pops up, we can make a glorious trinket. Maggie's faith in Judas's tongue. The burning basement, ironically, might be easier than the cellar, since I'm apparently incapable of dodging spiders, and there are less of them on this floor. I don't think the haunt can show up, even though it uses the cellar tile set. Okay, tiny room thing. If it was champion there, I would be a little bit worried. But I do think I got a bit of damage up from the other room. I'll take 3 with me. My tier damage is bad enough. I think it's warranted. Oh, ball damage is good too. If I can get a few more of those, I can charm enemies. I'm pretty sure it deals less damage though. Just break a few pots. That's cool too. So it's imperative that I don't take damage if I want to make use of Judas's tongue. So I want to find any source of soul hearts at the earliest opportunity, as well as the boss fight. I will backtrack for the item room, but if I can get to the boss, and it's an easy boss, so a little ball of damage is actually going wrong. So it's a risky play, but when you pick up all bandages, you have to use it somehow. I chose to use it to block all those shots. This one kinda sucks. Everyone likes an enemy that makes creep, shoots, and does contact damage. He's dead. the thing that gets me in rooms like this all the time is actually just walking into the creep after I've already killed the enemy. I do it all the time in the room. I kill those guys chained to the wall by umbilical cords, and then I walk into their creep. To be fair, it blends into the room, but that's really no excuse. There's likely a secret room there. I'm very interested in extinguishing this hellfire. Before it snipes me in the back of the head. Petrified too. I think rubber cement is worth taking, just so that I can get a little bit extra out of each hit. It's a very generous chest, but did not contain the one consumable I desired. Try the shop. Even the shop has let me down. The battery charge is interesting though. That means if I fight the boss and get a deal, you have to pay for a deal, which is where Judas' tongue comes in handy. But if the boss doesn't give HP, I can come back and absorb for other stats. You can't get HP from Void as far as I know, but you can get every other stat. It'd probably be a little too strong if it did give HP. You just suck up soy milk and get an HP upgrade. That's a terrible enemy to fight if you get a fire on in the first floor. Sorcery is this? Oh, the generosity in batteries has made the shop even less likely to be useful. I guess this is what I'm playing the boss with. It is monster. It still has the chance to hit me. Yep. Not too ballsy with the cube. Okay, so experimental treatment has a chance to give HP, which I desperately need. I think it can also take it though. So we can get spun. So rate of fire down a bit, perhaps. Worth taking this.
Health.
Oh, excellent. That's the kind of kill that I dreamed. Okay. I've been to the egg room, been to the boss room, been to the shop. Let's just move on before I kill myself again. Alright. This is where rubber cement can really be handy. There we go. Oh, still such a slow run. I have confidence that one day we'll get the item that should change their lives. And until that point, I'll just continue to die, apparently. to be fair, I'm being far too overzealous with the ball of bandages. I should just not take damage against Monstro. I could have taken 5 extra seconds to not use the ball of bandages. And it wasn't even a Monstro fight with ads. This network of mushrooms is pretty good for rubber cement. Gives me a lot of ricochet opportunities. And there's the item room, which will contain... I don't think Farting Baby is great. But I'm hoping that it at least helps mitigate my stupidity. If he farts and pushes a bomb flyaway once, it was worth picking up. And trying to get hit by this guy. No soul heart from justice. There is no justice in this world. Another good opportunity for rubber cement to shine. The fewer the dips, the worse it is. But it's got style. It's not immediately useful, but since we're building a long-term spacebar item, it could be worthwhile. I would like to not go in that big room if I can avoid it. Also, remember that deal with the devil I mentioned? Well, it's not happening. The normal irony of the game is that you get hit in a room, and then after that room, you get the soul heart that you need, not the soul heart you deserve. Well, it's looking at the floor. If I survive this room, this will be the floor. Still very much up in the air that I survived this room, apparently. Despite having not a terrible character build. It's a whole different ballgame when you're trying to comment and play at the same time. It's hard to think of things to say to keep the conversation interesting, because I'm essentially having a conversation with myself while trying to engage people in a conversation that won't be party to it until long after this conversation is finished. And then I'm trying to maintain good play in a game that's relatively difficult if you're not paying attention. Like, the game, by and large, is incredibly hard, but you have to keep your wits about you. And it's probably an acquired skill, and the more you do it, the better at it you get. But this is the 4th mistake, technically, because the first I recorded one that didn't work out. So, you know, not well versed in it, as of yet. Also, I'm sorting out technical difficulties on the fly. because that's another matter of experience. So we did get a deal. I'm gonna take the health upgrade. And I'm gonna take both of these. I'm gonna take the health up.
Health up.
So now we have awesome bouncing brimstone. We've been everywhere important. Can I get this though? Going to the next floor? Nope. That's fine. We'll make use of it on the next floor. Mildly adjust my position. So, now I have no excuse for being an awful player. I have brimstone that ricochets off walls. I think that counts as hitting twice, if they get hit with the first one and the reflected beam. And even if it doesn't, one should be enough. I do need to be a little bit careful with champions and exploding enemies. But as you can see, this is pretty cool. Is this a new interaction, by the way, between brimstone and rubber snow? I don't think we had this before, but I don't often get this combination. And by that I mean pretty much never. But I'm glad to have it, especially for this room. All those did not remember. Hopefully that hits all four. Oh well. So the run is going to be substantially less interesting for gameplay, as I just destroy the entire game. So I'm wholly banking on the interactions created by Void to make this run worthwhile. And I'll try to pick up new items when they show up, but by and large, I'm going to avoid them. Perhaps the title of the episode will although I do have to address my frequent deaths in the title. That's just how it is. It's probably going to be greed now that I have enough money. Yeah, I do think the reflected beam counts as a separate hit. So I wouldn't expect to take him down one blast, with only one damage upgrade, besides brimstone itself. So maybe fighting maybe do some work. Try here. It's hilarious, and I love it. If there was any way to get the smelter, I would love to partake in it. And the fallen. Hopefully this will make up for the deal I'm not going to be getting. I was kind of worried he would have like a 45-degree shot. I'm taking that, by the way. I was very worried that he would have an angle shot like Krampus does now, and I would just die. But now I've become Leviathan, and I'm probably immune to most forms of damage at this point. I'm going to explore more now. There's only so many trinkets, though. I was hoping to find another void target, but this will have to do for now. Leviathan transformation is really good. Got some black hearts, the ability to fly. I think a speed upgrade. And I don't know if it confers a damage bonus as well. But I'm really happy to have it. I'll be able to pick up consumables I wouldn't normally be able to access. Be able to wreck this guy. Shoot for a secret room here. I'm hoping it's greed. I'm taking Missing Page because it gives me a black heart. And HP is still a little bit testy. I'm also the luckiest player to ever play this game. Which I'm being facetious, of course. But I really should have been hit by that pony. Apparently my luck stat's awful. I definitely don't want a full card in this floor. I'll be lost forever. Door on every wall, so I guess I'll start with this one. This is why we have Leviathan. It's not the best example, I could have shot the poop, but I have to garner Diabolic Fiend. I have to get commentary from somewhere. That's what I'm trying to get at. Something's wrong. Ironically, the Brimstone pickup makes it hard to use Maw of the Void, because as I approach the enemy, they're already dying. Maw does scale through damage, so if I do get close to them, they will die. But if the heart generation is linked to luck, I probably won't get many. So I guess I'd be looking for Serpent's Kiss, so that the Brimstone Wing will have a chance to generate hearts. May as well take that. Oh, I didn't see that. Is that a spider that shot that? I'm still getting destroyed by enemies that probably everyone else in the community is used to by now. But I haven't played enough runs to see them all. I don't know the patterns or what each individual variant does. It's hilarious that Maw of the Void is like poops. So I was hoping that if I shot it straight, it would bounce straight and hit one on the other side of the room. But it's apparently large enough that the corner will reflect it in odd direction. Still fine though, we'll go into this room. And we'll do it. May as well go out of that. So we have Bob's Rotten Head and what else did we avoid in this run? They're all starting to melt together in my head, much as the items melt together in the void. Since I'm on my third run this episode. Please.
Balls of steel.
Well, that's pretty much what I was going for. Take this in case the boss is right around the corner. testing, don't worry. I haven't gone fully insane. I fail to understand how that first charge wasn't charged long enough to use them all, but I accept the game. I have the Ace of Clubs. It just changes all the drops on the ground. That's not that big of a deal right now. The Era rune is, in general, more useful. I don't know when I want to use it, though. I'm also completely lost. We have to go back to the spawn room and then around. I apologize for my lack of cartography skills. Normally the game handles that in my behalf. May as well open this. Consumables aren't an issue, so the aces aren't that interesting on this run. What was that petrified poop? Have you been to the shop on this floor? If we haven't been to the shop, and it has the smelter, I'm gonna be so sad. Because we left Judas's tongue back on the previous floor. I have to be going insane. Is there another way out of this? Okay, insanity remedy. All is well. Shop first. At least we have a special rock here, which gave me more bombs, which is fine. HP is, for once in my life, good. Sure. The boss fight is right around the corner, which it is. I'm going to go back and grab that. Hopefully the game will make me regret my decision by making me permanently lost. Is there a battery in here? No. I know there is a battery somewhere that I haven't picked up yet. I hope you don't think this is a waste of time, because you always want to go into the boss room with a charged void. Kind of makes the item having to go and use it. So I think it was up from spawn, maybe? I know more than one battery dropped. There we go. The health downhill is no longer useful now that Maggie's faith is in our possession. Like, it's a too hard deal. Just take, if it's the nail, which I got from the first devil room on my previous run with APOLLYON, I'll just buy it, use it, put it down, and absorb it. And even though the nail will have no charge, it'll still activate for being absorbed from the void. There's another reason you want to use your items before you absorb them, because you kind of get a double kick out of them. Adversary shouldn't be too bad. I continue to walk too close. It's fine. Have HP to spare. Unfortunately, that's useless. It's passive, so if I pick it up, it won't leave a pedestal. And I already have the ability to fly. And we won't be able to go in this room either. And it looks like there's no secret room access looping around. Please. Starting to get to the point in the game where this damage isn't good enough. I'm just gonna handle this room. Very unfortunate when we don't find the item room early because it makes it harder to have a charge ready for the boss. I may as well look in the arcade. It doesn't hold anything of particular interest. I could play the fortune teller. I don't see the appeal to it. We have a good trinket. We have okay HP. I'm gonna get the crystal ball effect on Void. It just shoots tears, even if I have brimstone, I think. So I'm basically trading a familiar that has a slow rate of fire but higher damage, for the hopes of just having higher damage. I just wanted to reset the room before I cracked it. Small rock wouldn't be so bad. I have enough speed to absorb it. And no one ever complained about damage. I actually did take a lot.
Range down.
Range down is meaningless. Unlimited range stat. Not quite fast enough there. Might as well gamble on it. And blow this guy up. I think the shopkeeper statues count as innocents for the purpose of deal with the devil. Nothing, huh? I'm pretty sure every section counts as a separate entity. But perhaps not. If I want to be super efficient, I would let those spawn and then try and hit all of them with Maw. I'm not too concerned. I'll blow that up. Use that. Get a bunch of free stuff. Get that. And then suck it all up, which will double it again. Got magicians. It's not quite good enough. I will take this opportunity to donate. So, it's dank depths too. We won't really get much more of an opportunity, and we won't have much of an opportunity there. So, to the front. Get in there with everything. Okay, you saw that, right? It spawned as a spider, and then transformed into a monster. And that spawned as a keeper and turned into one of those weird spiders. So you could be cheeky and absorb these, but I do need to go I'm going to take that for damage. I'm not going to take the Razor Blade. It'll give us a damage bonus every time we use Void. It'll also damage us. It just adds this effect to Void. And we have kind of an interesting Void right now. It's got a weird combination of things, to be sure. Isn't that why we play this game? Or, for those who don't watch other people play it, those unique combinations. I would like a unique combination that included a little bit more damage, though. Okay. So this... does it give us poison? It does not appear to be so. I'm gonna stick with... I feel this is good. I'm gonna roll with it. 3 red hearts is more than enough for the rest of the run. Maybe even more than we want. We don't have invincibility, but we do have Necronomicon effect. Did I max out the range of Brimstone after I reflected it? Maybe when you have bouncing Brimstone range down matters. So, we don't have a whole lot riding on negative. But it'd be nice that, since we do have it, it could be of use. So I'm definitely going to get hit in the dark room. And me as well. They end up being worthless. But we could have got a Guppy's head. Guppy items you have to physically pick up and then absorb, or they don't count for the transformation. So Guppy's head is perfect. It's a little bit bad since you only get a charge every 6 rooms. But you also get everything else associated with it, so... consumables isn't really worth it. I'm more or less looking for items from that type of room now. Great position. I don't know if it's strong enough to beat the dark room. Just because the enemies are slightly more dickish than the chest. But we'll find out shortly. The only way I could really bring my chance would be by going through the wrong portal at the end. Do another Skolex. One more Maw charge will finish him off. Let's see what's in here. Both of these are great, especially together. And I'll take this so I can get a little bit faster charge. I'm not going to reroll this run, and the game's not going to give me a chance to. For a dark room win, we're going to have some kind of quality assurance. It's a good room to be a dark bum. If we can get one more deal, I'll pretty much take anything. Blank Rune is really interesting. It's too random though. Oh, I forgot we had you, farting baby. Just been farting around the back there. That's what I thought. I didn't plan that, the timing just happened to work slightly well. The run's gone on a little bit too long when you start talking to Farting Baby. But there's humor to be had nonetheless. Hopefully Dark Bomb will save me for myself. It's done a fairly good job so far, to be honest. Now this room should be my favorite room ever. No, don't die. Well, manages to troll you, even when he dies. Which way for the boss? Down, maybe? If this path leads down. Another heart for Dark Bomb. Another heart for me. Oh my lord, it's beautiful. Drop those in here if you please. This could be a very important room. To the point where I'm actually going to fight the bosses before I get charged. It was kind of weird. Two stat upgrades. Playing Dark Era and not letting Dark Bomb take so many hearts. But, you know, hearts in the ground get doubled too, so... I get all this? The lucky pennies are still worthwhile. I don't know how many luck-based attributes we have, but never too much. I'm going to do 2 more rooms, in case we get an unlikely deal. Still kind of hoping for that nail to show up, which would just ensure we do. That was horrible. There shouldn't be any other special rooms in this floor. So this is a good time. I'm just gonna say just one of those. Yeah, take care of yourself. Alright. The thing about this is for some reason it's really hard to see. Just yeah, hush. You know what? Let's try and knock out 2 birds with 1 stone. Let's go for the hush as well as the dark room. It's also an amazing opportunity to use Void. Definitely just take Steven. That'd be an interesting combination. I might actually take Firemind. Okay. So come in here. Take all that. Grab this. Take all that. do it. Grab all these pennies for that reason. Just hoping to outdistance him in this phase, particularly for psychic shots. Bouncing Brimstone should be really strong against his second form. I'm hoping Gimpy lets me farm some HP during the fight by feeding Dark Belt. I was hoping a little more Void action there. They get a little poisoned. It's gonna be a long Hush fight. I'm gonna try and split the beam whenever possible in case that helps damage ticks. The yellow tears are fairly easy to dodge. Hopefully the poison ticks don't make them stay underground like forever. I'd also like him to make some flies or anything. What do we get poison from anyway? Gives Dark Buckets a chance to shine. Okay, I need to be down here. And pick that up. Okay, well, I moved at the start of this phase, so I might get hit. If I do, I pretty much just have to suck it up. Because I'm almost certain that if you don't move in this phase, they're guaranteed to miss. Get some Toho shots in here, apparently. It's like, who does that? Rumia in Volume of Scarlet Devil. I moved again, so... If fighting blocks bullets, now's the time. Hush is getting pretty angry. I'm not enjoying my business right now. See? Punctuated by Farting Baby. Obviously the best pickup in this run, since he adds to the commentary so much. Sneaky shot. I'm actually charge up a mob for these guys. Dark Mountains helping out some spiders occasionally. This is going to be an amazing one. Can't wait to post it. And I'm glad to have it, because knocking out two of the objectives on Apollyon on camera is beautiful. It gives me a lot of confidence too to get through this fight without taking too much damage, or rather not being punished so much for the damage I've taken. So I'm very confident with Dark Void. We got Hushy and the Void. Apparently the Void doesn't appear the very first time you unlock it. But that's not where we're going anyway. So we can move out to the BGM and Shoal. can't deny it's got a... Okay, fighting a bit wrong. That was uncalled for. If you want to be my YouTube co-personality, you have to have a little bit of decorum. Like, it's such a good room. There we go. And charged. Yeah, there's nothing bad about this room. What's this? Justice. So, it should activate twice. I guess it doesn't. Oh well. All the consumables we'll ever need. If we get hit, we can come back to this room. I was hoping for a few spiders. So we're actually knocking off 3 objectives. So, the post-it note for APOLLYON should be fairly complete after this. Now here's a question. Does doing greedier mode count for both greed mode and greedier mode unlocks? Like hard mode will give you both unlocks? I'd assume that it does. If it doesn't, let me know. I don't mind greed mode. It's okay if I have to do it twice. But it's not incredibly fun to watch. So, I understand if you don't want to see it twice, I'll just do greedier mode on APOLLYON. Not sure exactly what I'm hoping for here. Probably not HP if I had to guess. I'm getting hooked up fairly well on the HP front anyway. I'm playing him to see what he drops, and only because we have Void. If we didn't have Void, I would not be very interested in playing this so much. But if he drops, like, Unicorn Horn or something, well, I'll just pick the map up. So it's probably up. Also, can we get the best exploding enemies over here in on this? Dark Bum saved me from myself. I may still end up backtracking, but if I can just get healed anyway. Look at these payouts. That should be another payout. Just one more maybe. Yeah, so we're healed. So often get the time wrong. Okay. Farting movie. My play's not that bad. I'm not sure why he did Brimstone, but Gimpy also healed me twice. Admittedly, I'm a little bit out of practice on Satan. Oh my god. I can't do it. I have to finish this Darkroom run. I can get the Void on any other run. I could maybe get the Void after the land. I'm glad I didn't use Yara on this run though. That would be a little bit uncalled for. Okay, so I'm gonna guess down and to the right. Sure. Absorb everything I possibly can. It's not a very strong boss-killing void. This one, it became more of a utility void. I must have run into him. Excuse me. Am I cursed? Curse of the Bean? Is Mr. Bean, Rowan Atkinson, going to come back from the grave and curse me again? It's so silly. Do you see the brimstone wave you're creating? And our tears are good enough to support quad shot. It's ridiculous. It's beautiful. It broke the first phase in a single blast. I need to just charge up really quick. And that should do it. I'm not going to do a victory lap, because we've been on this run for a while, but that was a great run. I hope you liked it. This has been Dr. Schneider. Leave a like if you enjoyed the video, comment, let me know how I can improve, and subscribe if you're interested. Until next time.